I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 311, Part 2. Maharshi, did you feel in or out in sleep? Of course not. Questioner, I do not remember. Maharshi, if there was anything there that could be remembered. But you admit your existence then. The same self is now speaking. The self who was undifferentiated in sleep is differentiated in the present state and sees the diversity. The real existence is the only one devoid of objective knowledge. This is absolute consciousness. That is the state of happiness as admitted by all of us. That state must be brought about even in this waking state. It is called Jagrat Sushupti. That is mukti. Questioner, the ego is the one which reincarnates. Maharshi, yes, but what is reincarnation? The ego remains the same. New bodies appear and hold it. The ego does not change. It does not leave one body and seek and find another. Just see what happens even to your gross body. Suppose you go to London. How do you do it? You take a conveyance, go to the docks, board the steamer, and reach London in a few days. What has happened? The conveyances had moved, but not your body. Still, you say that you travel from one part of the globe to the other part. The movements of the conveyances have been superimposed on your body. Similarly, also with the ego. The reincarnations are superimpositions. For example, what happens in a dream? Do you go to the dream world, or does it occur in you? Surely the latter. Just the same with incarnations. The ego remains changeless all along. Again, there is no time and space in your sleep. They are concepts which arise after the I thought has arisen. Before the rise of the I thought, the concepts are absent. Therefore, you are beyond time and space. The I thought is only limited I. The real I is unlimited, universal, beyond time and space. They are absent in sleep. Just on rising up from sleep and before seeing the objective world, there is a state of awareness, which is your pure self. That must be known. Questioner, but I do not realize it. Maharshi, it is not an object to be realized. You are that. Who is there to realize, and what? In this dialogue, the sage engages in an exploration of the nature of existence, consciousness, and the ego, guiding the questioner towards a deeper understanding of the self. Ramana Maharshi begins by asking the questioner if they felt in or out during sleep, to which the questioner responds that they don't remember. Ramana then explains that in sleep there is neither a sense of in nor out. Sleep is a state of undifferentiated awareness where the individuality of the waking state dissolves. He emphasizes that despite the lack of memory, one's existence is implicitly recognized in sleep, showing the continuity of the self across the states of consciousness, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. The sage further says that the same undifferentiated self experienced in sleep manifests as the differentiated individual in the waking state when then perceiving diversity. This real existence, empty of objective knowledge, consciousness with no object, is absolute consciousness and is synonymous with the state of happiness. Ramana terms the integration of this real existence and awareness into the waking state as Jagrat Sushupti, where you experience the qualities of both the waking Jagrat and deep sleep Sushupti states simultaneously. This leads to liberation, mukti. When the questioner mentions the concept of reincarnation, Ramana Maharshi agrees but redirects the focus to the unchanging nature of the ego throughout incarnations. He employs analogies to illustrate that just as traveling to a distant place does not change one's body, but only involves the movement of conveyances, reincarnation involves the ego remaining constant while different bodies come and go. Ramana further explores the illusory nature of time and space, asserting that they arise after the emergence of the I thought. He asserts that the real I transcends these concepts and is experienced in the state of deep sleep, where awareness exists prior to the perception of the objective world. He emphasizes that this pure self is not an object to be realized, but the very essence of one's being. You can look into this yourself by asking, who am I, before I start thinking? What is my identity and being before I think? In response to the questioner's assertion that they do not realize this pure self, Ramana emphasizes that the self is not something separate to be realized, since it is already who we are. It is inherent in your nature. He challenges the notion of a separate entity seeking realization, speaking of the fundamental unity between the seeker and the sought. This dialogue deals with the nature of the self, the illusion of individuality, the understanding of sleep, and the timeless, spaceless essence of pure awareness. Ramana Maharshi guides you towards self-realization and liberation from the limitations of the ego. So inquire, know yourself, and be always free and at peace. Ramana Maharshi taught, "Who am I?" to reveal your true nature. The book, "Who Am I?" is from early teachings where, in silence, he answered questions by writing in the dirt. I've studied this text for more than 30 years, and my comments help open the door to this teaching. I include practice notes and inquiry questions you can ask within yourself. I've put this in a small book, "Who Am I?" with comments. This book is now available on Amazon. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it is free. A link is in the video notes. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.